When I checked it, literally,
which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we'd like to call this meeting to order with a roll call.
Mr. Saraceni, here. Mrs. Morissette,
Here.
Mrs. Cummings,
Here.
Mr. McMenamin, Mr. Saunders,
Here.
Mr. McCray, Mr. Willard,
Here.
Ms. Malasaka,
Here.
Mr. Dolan.
Here.
Roll call time, Mr. President.
Thank you. Give the public forum. I can't see the first name.
Chris Egan.
Chris Egan. Chris, come on up, Chris.
Well, we're together.
Okay, well,
Yeah, come on up.
come on.
Together.
Yep. What we need is, give us your name and address for the court reporter, each one of you.
Each one.
Yeah, then you can,
And after Jansen. Chris Egan, and it's Kriseegan, 714 Swarthmore Lane.
Betty Donegan, Donegan, 708 Swarthmore Wood Lane.
Bruce Egan, 714 Swarthmore Wood Lane.
perfect. Okay, well, what's it?
So we have a problem, I'm sorry. So we have a problem on our backyards of our property, and it's behind the fence, the township fence that we have there, and it's a lot of weeds and it's overgrown. And it's been like that for years, many years. We don't have anybody that comes and cleans it out. They used to do it a long time ago, but nobody's been there for years. And it's coming through the fence. There's mice. We're getting mice. I'm not happy about. And I need somebody, we all need somebody to come and look at it and clear it up.
Yeah, the actual leaves and stuff that are growing back there come in through my fence. And there was poison ivy back there also. So I don't want my grandson starting to go after the poison ivy. And I don't want to cut it because it's not my property. So I just came with her because and then, the trees are so big and stuff, and it's just annoying. It's just ugly.
Joe Ryan and I will come over to visit you and
Oh, okay.
take a look at everything and we'll get that to you.
Okay, thanks.
One thing I had a question about years ago, I had called media because of groundhogs underneath my shed. The groundhogs have been there just about as long as I have. And I've tried everything, trying to get rid of them. And it was, I'd say 25, 30 years ago, media said they were going to charge me X amount of dollars per trap. And I said, wait a minute. I said, this is the county. I said, I help buy the traps and I'm helping to pay your salary. And you're going to charge me to put a trap in my backyard to catch it, I said, forget it. I said, my God, I said, this doesn't sound right to me. But if that's not, I don't know, maybe that's the way they run the business. I don't know.
That is
But-
what they do, and it's catch and release.
Okay, well, The other way, I'd like to get rid of them. I don't want to get arrested, so,
Right, yeah, I'll talk to you about that, Joe.
you know what I mean? I can take care of that.
One of my neighbors.
Well, I would love to see, I would love to see the township come back there and take care of it.
Thank
I
you.
really would.
That's why you asked me.
You know?
There you go.
All right, thank
We
you.
will,
Yeah,
Patty,
I'll be in touch.
Okay, thanks, Pat.
Mr. Egan.
See you, Chuck.
See.
Thank you.
Do we want it? Hurry.
Seeing none, we'll move on to our meeting, the approval of previous meeting minutes, August 24th, 2022.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. Any question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Managers report. Mr. Ryan.
Thank you, Mr. President. There's two vacancies come up on the Township Planning Commission. First would be, first applicant that was interviewed and as qualified for the position is a Thomas Henry from the Folsom area. Tom has a bachelor's degree in business administration as well as an associate degree in construction management and mechanical engineering technology. The second candidate that is up for approval is Anthony Calise Jr. from the Swarthmore area of the township. Anthony has 37 years' experience in project management and related fields involving the construction of foreign domestic casinos, hotels, commercial and industrial properties around the world, actually, on his resumes. I think these two men would be great assets to the Planning Commission, and the motions in order to approve their appointments.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. Any question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
That's all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you. Recycling report. Smell second.
Trash collected in August was 1,214.03 tons. Recycling collected in August was 152.20 tons. We collected 13 TVs and monitors in August through our television monitor recycling program. More information is on our program is available on the township website at www.ridleytownship.org. Save the date, the commissioners will be hosting a community shredding event on Saturday, October 15th from 9 to 11:30 a.m. at the township building. Free on-site shredding will be available to Ridley Township residents. No electronics will be accepted. Visit the township website for more information.
Thank you. Controllers report. Mr. Bexler.
Thank you, Mr. President. I need a resolution this evening to approve the 2023 minimum municipal obligation, or MMO. The details are as follows. The police MMO is $656,480. The total non-uniform MMO is $1,030,603 for a total MMO of $1,687,083.
Need a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Thank you. Citizens report. Mr. Neal.
Mr. President, I'm depart at this time.
Thank you. Engineers report. Mr. Catania.
Thank you, Mr. President. First up, certificates. I recommend approval of 5 certificates. Radio Communication Service, the 2022 Police Radio Maintenance Contract, $3,229.01. AU Services Incorporated, the 2022 Storm and Sanitary Sewer Contract, $87,573.24. And Avenizio Contractors Incorporated, the Penvest Stormwater Improvements, $32,918.66. Caharchick Construction for the traffic signals, $134,298.21. Mobile dredging and video pipe for Braxton Road Sanitary Sewer Rehabilitation for change order number 2. Traffic planning and design for the Met-Bay Boulevard improvements, $3,660. Traffic planning and design for the Green Light Go grant documents, $13,580. And McMahon Associates for their Artie Grant Construction Services, $2,347.50.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. Any question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
We have a contract extension for the 2023 ejector station maintenance. We have a small ejector station on Chester Pike by the Zack's Hamburgers. The station has been serviced by John Lewis Electric and HVAC for the last couple of years. We have a proposal for them for $700 a month for 2023. Recommend award.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. Any question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
The authorization to advertise for McDade Boulevard storm sewer improvements. This is the storm sewer from Sutton Avenue to the creek, right by the Herbert W. Best Coast. Looking for authorization to advertise that project.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. Any question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
The Penvest project status, really have no status update. Last month, we were waiting for Pico to finish this gas main relocation on Armstrong Avenue. We're still waiting. They expect to be done by October 15th. Letters have gone out to the affected residents, just letting them know about the delay.
It's been a while.
It's been since like May.
We get a lot of questions on that too.
Yeah.
My ward, we get a lot of questions. It's not to be
Well,
finished.
Pico held it up.
Yes. And the letters went out to City Hall.
They did, yes.
Yes.
We have a Delco Greenways grant resolution, Nile Rehabilitation Project Phase 2. Delaware County has a grant project for recreation projects. We had received the state funding for new lights, putting LED lights on the field. That was a 50-50 match. We're going to ask the county to fund the other 50% of that money for $173,500. We need resolution to approve that application.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. Any question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And finally, we have a DCNR grant resolution. This is for the Nile Rehabilitation Project Phase 3. This will be continuation of we had finished the big field has been rehabilitated. Going to add the lights. The next part will be the little field at the far end of the field. So this will be authorizing the application for that.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. Any question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
That's all I have.
Thank you. Highway Sanitation Committee report. Ms. Millsike.
Thank you, Mr. President. The county's fourth and final household hazardous waste collection event for the year will be held on Saturday, October 15th at Upper Chichester Township Building, 8500 Ferry Road in Upper Chichester. Registration is required. Registration at Delco, hhw.eventbrite.com. More information is available on the township website, www.ridleytownship.org. That's it.
Thank you. Law and Orders Committee report. Mr. Dolly.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm going to defer to Mr. Leon.
Thank you, Mr. Vitale.
Thank you.
Mr. President, we have before us tonight ordinance 2065, which deals with amending the general code of the township, chapter 260, the stormwater management ordinance, in which our current ordinance would be deleted in its entirety. We would act a new stormwater management ordinance, which would have changes with general definitions, provisions for inspections, and provisions outlining maintenance responsibilities for the township and/or residents or applicants doing any of the work, and also providing for fees and expenses for that work. So we would need a motion to approve and adopt ordinance 2065, amending our stormwater management ordinance and replacing it with a new ordinance. I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Basically, it's making it stronger.
Correct. There was new provisions, so we
People.
updated it.
Okay, do I have a second?
Sharon
Do
did.
we have a second? Any questions on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And Mr. President, in relation to the stormwater management ordinance, we also have a resolution to update and modify the schedule of fees for Chapter 260 stormwater management. In particular, there was added projects under simplified approach was added for fees for $250 and upgraded the insurance fees for non-residential and residential by an additional $50, which would bring them to $250. So we would need a resolution, a motion to approve and adopt the resolution.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion made, second. Any question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next, we have an ordinance number 2066, which would amend the general code of the township, chapter 264, Article 6, utility installations and improved streets. This would now be retitled and known as work within streets. Also, we would amend section 264-28 by retitling it to be known as notice of intent to work within streets and replacing it in its entirety, in which we would add provisions for notice from an applicant to residents. They have to give at least 30 calendar days prior to any intent and improvement in the street. The notice should be served by mail or by posting on the said premises. Also, signage on the street would be placed at least 48 hours in advance, but no more than 4 days in advance of any actual work. Also increased if the street had to be, an improved street had to be torn up within the first 8 years. It was 5 years, now it would be 8 years. You'd have to get the approval by the Board of Commissioners or in the case of an unavoidable accident of emergency. Also, we have some revisions to section 264-29, reservation of rights, in which we added cartway to our provision and also increasing the term to 8 years of an improved street to be torn up by approval by the Board of Commissioners, and also that the cost to refurbish the street would be for its entirety. So we would
So
need,
it's not, this is so they don't, when they come out and do work, there's not patches in the middle of the street, they have to do a whole block or 2 blocks.
correct, that's the intention.
That's
It is much better. Yeah.
And it's for 8 years, so if it come with an 8-year period, then they have to redo the whole street, correct?
Yes, that's correct. So we would need,
It's nice. It is.
so we need a motion to approve and adopt ordinance number 2066, amending the general code of the township, chapter 264, article 6, and the provisions I cited.
I make a motion.
Second.
Motion made, and second, any question on the motion?
Mr. President?
Yeah.
When is that effective for, Bill? Will that go moving forward, I guess?
Let's go move forward.
Okay.
Any other question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Well, May, Mr. President, just another part of that ordinance is the notification of the residents.
Sure.
A lot of times when streets are getting dug up, we get a lot of complaints, hey, we didn't know this was going to happen, it wasn't posted. So this ordinance will strengthen that, require the contractors to better notify our residents as to the time frame of when things are happening on their street.
Excellent. 2067 ordinance.
Yes, also have an ordinance 2067, in which designating handicap parking for certain areas, removing handicap parking spaces from certain areas, prohibiting the operation of motor vehicles without coming to a full stop, and certain other regulations. The one is we added a watch child sign at, traveling west on 208 Haverford Road, and also a sign for hearing impaired area traveling north and south on the 200 block of Virginia Avenue. So, Mr. President, we would need a motion to approve and adopt ordinance 2067, amending our parking ordinance.
I'll make a motion.
Motion made, and second, any question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Recreation Committee report, Ms. Cummings.
Thank you, Mr. President. There is still time to register for a fall craft class, which begins October 12th at the Ridley Community Center. Yoga for Kids is a new program that will begin soon. Registration can be done online through our webpage under Parks and Recreation or in person at the municipal office Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. The annual Fall Festival was held September 18th and was a great success. We hope all who came out enjoyed the beautiful weather and food court, entertainment, and crafters. We would like to thank our sponsors, TD Bank, Sure Power, Astound, County Savings, and Vibe Urgent Care for their generous support of our programs. We also would like to thank our Public Works Department, volunteers from our administration office, and our police department who also contributed to the success of this event. Also with Patty Whalen did a great job. For information on all our programs and the link to online registration, visit our website at www.ridleytownship.org or our rec Facebook page. Thank you, Mr.
It was a great event. They all did a terrific job.
Really good event.
Very well attended. It was a beautiful day and a great crowd.
Yeah.
Okay, Public Safety Committee report. I guess first we'll just go over it. Captain, I want to commend the police department on the call today up at the high school. Somebody notified, called 911 because they saw a car with a gun in it. School was dismissing. They said our guys got there and secured the whole situation within minutes, and it was a toy gun. But that being said, you never know. So, but the guys did a great job, so we want to commend you for it. Thank you. We also got received communication from the school district. They want to send us a commendation letter on behalf of the school district and the board of directors. I'd like to commend the Ridley Township Board of Commissioners, their support staff, Township Manager Joe Ryan, Recreation Coordinator Peg Whalen, the Township Police Department, and the Ridley Park Borough Police Department, and Eddystone, and all the local fire companies for the great Ridley School District homecoming, which was Saturday. Captain Doherty, Lieutenant Smith, and Detective D'Ambrosio, along with other officers for each department, were actively involved in planning and execution of a safe, enjoyable homecoming experience for the students and the families. Homecoming game, football game, the parade, and the high school dance, and community day were all successful events. So I want to thank you guys. You did a great job. You guys had a long weekend now. I still want to know who was dancing with who. So, also, my breakout for the month of August, we had 1,128 calls. The breakdown is as follows: Crumlin 110, Folsom 250, Holmes 87, Belmont Park 48, Morton 57, Ridley Park 173, CK 92, Swarthmore 50, and Woodland 261. I just want to remind everybody, they're not all bad calls. They're just all the calls that we came out to correct. On September 26th, Officer Simcox and Officer Eisenhuth were dispatched to Luke Oil Woodland section of township for a suspicious person. On arrival, they encountered a subject who was bleeding and in possession of a razor blade and lighter. The same disregard police command and threatened to cut the gas hose and ignite a fire. These officers were able to utilize less than lethal means to subdue the actor and take him into custody, thwarting any disaster. That's a great job.
Yeah.
August 26th, Officer Simcox was dispatched to Seacane section of the township where a daytime burglary interrupted. With the aid of a neighbor, witness, and surrounding departments, 2 subjects were taken into custody for the incident just a couple blocks away. On August 31st, Officer Wright was on routine patrol in the area of Royal Farms in Ridley Park during the early morning hours. Officer Wright was alerted to suspicious activity with Dodge Ram, as this area has been inundated with thefts in recent past. Following a vehicle stop for traffic violations on this vehicle, the operator was taken into custody for false information and an active warrant. On September 5th, Officer Judge was dispatched to the Folsom Home Depot for retail theft. The 3 actors were said to have fled in a Mitsubishi. Officer Judge located the vehicle at Kedron and McDade and effected a vehicle stop. All 3 subjects were placed under arrest, and $1,705 in merchandise was recovered and returned.
Yeah.
So, good job. Good job by all. Just want to remind everybody that Saturday, October 1st, this will be Ridley Township Fire Prevention. To be at the Home Depot at 10 a.m. So we'll have the fire trucks there, some activities for the kids, and some refreshments. So stop down at Home Depot on Saturday. That's all I have. Okay, Health Code Committee report, Mr. Saraceni.
Thank you, Mr. President. For the month of August, we had 242 permits issued, 41 contractors registered, 59 certificates of occupancy issued, 19 rental inspections, and 14 health inspections. That's all.
Thank you. Building committee report. Mr. Saunders.
Thank you, Mr. President. Two things on the docket tonight. First one, we received the final subdivision and land development application from Delcora to incorporate multiple lots totaling 3.6 acres into one lot and to construct a wastewater conveyance facility located southeast of Sellers Avenue and I-95. I'd like to make a motion to approve the application subject to the township engineer's comments.
I'll second that.
Motion made and seconded. Please note I will abstain from this vote due to my conflict because I work for Delcora. Any other questions on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Second one was we also received a final land development application from Wawa at McDade Boulevard and Bowens Lane to consolidate three existing lots, demolish the existing Wawa and adjacent commercial building at 219 Bowens Lane, and construct a new Wawa with fuel dispensers. The work will include improvements to McDade Boulevard and Bowens Lane. I'd like to make a motion to approve the application subject to the township engineer's comments.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. This is just accepting the application.
Yes.
Any other questions on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Billings are down this month, Mark?
I'm sorry?
I said your billings are down this month. You had to come out for that?
What?
I'm kidding.
Just want to make sure we're here in case anybody's got a question.
I know how you lawyers work. I got one right next to me, so I know.
Thank the opportunity, thank the commissioner for.
Thank you. Library Resource Center Committee report. Ms. Cummings.
Thank you, Mr. President. Upcoming activities for children include Three Little Pigs STEM Challenge on October 5th. Students in grades 1 through 5 will listen to a reading of the true story of the Three Little Pigs by John Sieska. And then try to build a house that the Big Bad Wolf cannot blow down. Later in the month, the Delaware Museum of Nature and Science will visit the library October 26th to help children 3 and older take a closer look at bugs and what makes them so special. The library is hosting a Halloween costume swap on Saturday, October 8th. We are currently accepting donations of new or gently used children's costumes. For each costume donated, families will receive 1 swap ticket to exchange for a new costume on October 8th. Families can receive up to 3 swap tickets. The event will start at 10 a.m. for swap ticket holders. Even if you don't have a costume to swap, stop by at 11:30 when the event opens to the public. The library board of trustees sends their thanks to everyone who purchased stocks and pound cakes during the recent fundraiser and everyone who stopped by the trustee bake sale and friends book sale at the Township Fall Festival. Thanks also to the Franklin Mint Credit Union for donating a basket with gift cards, wine, and other items to be raffled off September 30th. Chances can be purchased at the library. 6,858 people visited the library in August and checked out 16,141 books and other items. Program attendance was 1,976. Use of library materials through August has reached 103,734, the highest in 8 years. For more information or to register for programs and activities, visit our website, www.ridleylibrary.org. Good job, Don.
Great job.
Very good, as always.
Thank you.
Finance Committee report. Marcia.
Thank you, Mr. President. The only item I have is the approval of bills. All commissioners received a list of this month's bill. I'd like to make a motion for approval, subject to the controller's review.
I'll second that.
And motion made and seconded. Any question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Before we go, a couple people came in late. Did you need to come up? You had a question for the board or anything? You missed the public forum.
Did you? Gonna come up.
Come on up to the microphone, give us your name and address.
Hi, my name is Sheila Nagle.
Right up here, microphone.
Up here.
Right here.
You got it.
Thank you. My name is Susan Nagle. I'm new to this town. I really appreciate the community from the Ridley Township. I feel really comfortable. It's a safe community. I have a lot of positive comments from all my family and friends. Everybody feels it's really safe and nice community. We have done a lot of events to help. So my question is, in terms, like say, we don't have an HOA here. It's not HOA, it's a homeowners. If we have like a family friends coming in to live with us, so what is the process for that? Or
Where do you live? Did you give your address?
no, 623 Climber Lane.
623 Climber Lane.
Yes. So let's say the question was, let's say if we have some the normal rental process, I guess you just have a rental license. What are like a short-term family friends come to live with us? So what is the process for that?
Does that to stay with you? You mean in your house?
Yes, so I was told we're not allowed to have, I guess, a short-term people to come in, visitors come to stay with us. So that was my question. If we want to make it just follow by compliance, what is the process for
Why
that?
don't we have, I'll have our code director contact you tomorrow. If you answer me, if you want to give Mr. Ryan your number,
Yes.
he can meet with you and give you whatever.
I would appreciate that. Thank you
sure,
so
no
much,
problem at all.
Commissioner. Yes, I would like to find out more details, what we can do to make the
Yeah.
community even better, in terms of, follow the rules and regulations.
Gotcha. We will take care of it.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Have a good
Thank
night.
you. Leave your number here, ma'am.
Well, Joe,
Do you pull down?
I'll get your name and number afterwards.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Anything else, Steve?
No, I'm good.
I don't want to interrupt your meeting.
Yeah,
He pulled it, he
I was-
pulled the pencil paper
I was
out.
so interested in what you were doing, I just wanted to know.
Thank you for checking on me, Jack.
Pass this down to Steve.
Yeah.
And hit him with it.
Really hard.
Any older new business? So, Steve?
I'd just like to thank the police for the traffic information I got, the nice colored printout showing how fast people were going. It was really helpful when I talked to the residents and could show them, that their streets were safe. So thank you.
That's one step in the process, Rick, that we do, too. That's one step in the process that we do. When a complaint comes in from you guys to Mr. Ryan, first thing that we do is do a traffic study. And then we'll actually, with the device that we got out, the J-Mark Black Cat, that provides that data to you. And then following that, then we'll do an enforcement effort.
Well, it was just nice to see, excuse me, it was nice to see it on the graph. It was easier for the residents to understand, and it really helped. Thank you.
It's a great tool that you all provide to us, the police department, to provide that data.
It's come in handy, that's for sure.
Appreciate it.
Anything?
Yes, I would let, October 8th from 10 to 4, Folsom Firehouse is having their Oktoberfest. Come out and support our local vendors, games for children, food, raffle table, and a surprise visitor. Rain date will be October 9th.
Thank you.
I'm good.
I have something I want to say. I wanted to thank the police department as well. We've had an exorbitant amount of traffic in Swarthmore Wood due to it being football season. So I ask the residents to please be patient, as it's not only the Ridley Township players, it's the away team players, families, grandparents, et cetera, coming in. We've had people continuing to notice, myself included, people blowing through stop signs on Park Lane Road and Grace Road. So if we can maybe meet and get that controlled again, everybody just has to pack their patience. Football season's almost over, and it's a great program for all the community. That's it.
It's been like that for years too.
It has,
So,
it
I
just
think
seems to be much more
more
around
people
here.
are
I think
driving.
because
Well.
one parent drops them off, then the other parent comes.
Oh, I
the
know.
grandparent
I remember it
comes.
was crazy trying to get there.
I'm gonna start renting my driveway out.
What do you mean start? You charge.
Season ticket.
So good. So good. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Joe, here's a piece of paper.